In this video, we're going to be looking at how we can acquire business information through DQ for Excel and its backing MarketBase data. So here we have absolutely no data to start with, but we want to build a query to go and acquire businesses. And how we're going to do that is very familiar to the enrichment of data. We're going to go and acquire information, and here we'll be able to select whether we want to query companies or contacts. So let's start with companies. We're going to create a new query, and we're going to first select the fields that we want to output in that query. And here you can see we have a whole set of fields. Here are some of the common fields. Here are all of the fields, and we can even filter them by address or other filters. In this instance, I'm going to select all the fields, I'm going to apply them, and then the second step, I'm going to start to build my query. So let's build a simple query using Experian as an example. If we do registered name, we'll put contains Experian. That's going to be our first query. And then we want to add another row where we want to look at postal code, postal area, and that postal area we want equal to or in an NG, which is a Nottingham area. So let's include that as well. The next step we're going to do is preview our query, and that's going to tell us how many records are actually going to return from this query. And what we'll see is we have 46 records, so 46 different sites within this postal code, and these are how many credits you're going to spend if you wanted to acquire these businesses. Now, before we actually execute this query, you might want to save it. So you can save the query here, you can save the name, and then when you come in, you can use this query again as your base template. So let's go now, we'll run this query and we'll show you how that comes back into an Excel workbook. This is running now. It will confirm that we want to acquire these businesses. And you'll see here at the bottom a progress bar. And these, if I close this window, all of these businesses have now been mapped out in a new tab where it says acquire. You'll have today's date and the time. And now what you can do is start to look through these businesses. And the next step would potentially be to acquire contacts at these businesses. And that's what we're going to be looking at in the next video.